Have you ever played a sport or played basketball, football, or whatever with your friends, and you were getting picked basically, and you got picked last? Like, that feeling is the worst feeling. It's like the last pick of pity, just because you decide to play with those group of guys. They picked you up because you were just there, not because you were good, but basically just for participation and for numbers. And it's not the best feeling. If you feel like you just suck, you feel like, you get angry, or I got angry. And I remember back in high school, it was probably my sophomore year, and it was my freshman year, going into my sophomore year, and we were playing football after school. It was a pickup game, and I got picked last. Like, that pissed me off so bad. And I remember just being so angry about it, because I thought I was way better than I thought I'd be the first pick, the first guy to go. And I was always the guy that showed up on the field, worked out before practice, worked out regardless of what's going on. Just because that was my whole purpose of going to high school, was to play football. The whole purpose was to go to college, but my dream was to play in the NFL, play in college. So just getting picked last at that time it kind of hurt. Like, it really did hurt, and I used that for fuel. I used that for motivation for me to get better. So in this video, I'm gonna show you the 5 steps to how to go from getting picked last to getting picked first every single time. So step number 1 is be willing to fail. I remember when I was in sophomore of high school, I wanted to be the best player in the state. I wanted to play football and win at, just be dominant on the field. And the only way for me to get to that level was I had to work. And there was a senior or junior senior at the time on my team, and I used to go out there. He had a lot of offers from multiple schools. He was getting recruited. He was a guy on school at that time. So I went up to him, and at this time I was on JV, he was on varsity. So I went up to him after practice, asked him to do one-on-ones. And I told him let's do best out of 10. And we did best out of 10, and I lost all 10 reps, like back to back to back. But step number 1 is to be willing to fail. So that's what I did. Every day I was willing to fail. I went out there to work every single day against this guy that was better than me, and I eventually got better. Like, every single time I went out there and went after him, I got better. I got more confidence, and I studied his game. So be willing to fail at first. It's not always going to be you winning. You're not always going to get picked first. You have to go out there and take some chances. You have to go out there and show up every single time, regardless of where you are. If you have that burning desire, if you want to get picked first, you have to be willing to fail. And step number 2 is be willing to learn. So as you go out there and make these attempts to be great and go after your goals and work to get picked first, you're going to experience failures, as I did, losing all 10 reps. But I learned from those mistakes. Like, I may have been opening up too early. I may have not been watching the hips. I may have not been using my hands. But I took mental notes every time I went out there. Everything that I did, I took mental notes and learned from the mistakes that I made. So the next time we went out there, I won. This was my junior year of high school. It was his senior year, so I had to get my revenge. This was during practice. It was extreme tryouts to make the starting spot. So we was doing one-on-ones. I was dominating against a couple other receivers. And then it was my turn to go against the best player on the field at the time, when I had all the scholarships, all the offers. I went against him again. We had 2 reps back to back, and I won all 2 reps in front of all the coaches and all my teammates. And that was the best feeling ever. Like, you don't understand. Like, getting revenge is the best feeling ever. Like, coming back from the ashes and winning your rep is the best feeling ever. That's why I love football. That's why I love growth. And that's why I love self-improvement. And it wasn't just going out there and doing the reps over and over again that helped me. The next step is meditation. Like, to really think down and meditate on who you want to become and the person that you're growing to be. So during these times of evaluation, like during the time of evaluating my film and, you know, just working to better myself, I would do silent time where I would just be closing my eyes, thinking about every rep, going through extra reps, going through the steps, going through the motion, going through how I look on the field, and meditating on how I want to perform. This was my secret to really break that block, break that lever, and to really become a better player over time. Was meditating, was visualizing, and was thinking about the player that I want to become. Step number 4 is going to be journaling. So grab a notebook and write down who you are and how you're going to perform every time you step on the field. So this could be any part of life. Like, it could be in work, school, and in sports. So you write down, I am a lockdown corner. I'm an all state, all conference cornerback. I'm an NFL cornerback. I run a 4.4 and a 40. Jump a 40 is vertical. I get 3 interceptions every time I step on the field. This is what I was writing down every single day. And this helped me overcome the mental blocks, overcome the lack of confidence. So it helped me start to believe in myself. And I started to play. And then step 5 is to watch film, to watch other players that you model your game after, to watch people that are performing at a higher level than you and studying their game as well as studying yourself. So you look at your film or you look at your performance, whatever you're doing, like work, school, music, sports, you look at your performance, you look at what other people are doing, and you try to take the good from them and see where you can implement it into your game. I used to watch Charles Woodson, Deion Sanders. I used to watch guys like that. And I used to study their game, study how they played, their techniques, everything that they did on the field to get better, their work ethic, where their eyes are, every little detail that they put into it that I could see from the film. And I tried to model from each player, and that's how I got better. So take about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes a day to really watch film, to really study yourself, and you will grow from that. That's a promise. But that could be anything in life. Like, it doesn't have to be sports. Like, if you're studying for a certification, if you're trying to get into some industry, you want to surround yourself with the like-minded people. Surround yourself with people that you want to model your game after, who you're trying to become, and really study their film. Like for me with content creation right now, that's where I'm at right now. You know, I study guys like Hamza Ahmed and, you know, other guys in the industry. Can't really think of their names right now, but just studying guys in the industry, studying guys that are making good content, and try to take the good and see where I can implement that into my content to get better, to give you guys a great message on how I've improved in my journey through life. And hopefully you can learn from my mistakes and become a better man. But so some action steps from this video would be to start right now. Don't wait until tomorrow. If you have something to overcome, be willing to fail. Be willing to take that first step. And then after you take that step, keep taking that step every single day. But don't just take it aimlessly. Reflect on your performance. reflect on what you have done so far. Watch the greats. Watch people that are doing good today, right now, and learn from them. And then journal on what you want to become. And of course, always meditate and visualize seeing yourself being that top performer, being the top guy in your industry, in your field, and in your profession. If this video helps, or if this video helped you in any way, go ahead and drop a comment and a like. I'll see you guys in the next video.